So we got hand tracking today. This is huge, by the way. Thank you, Medley. Thank you, Bestie. Can I get it to do a heart? I could do this kind of heart though. I could do this one. How should I start this? Should I just start reading it? Hey, Vroid, Polly here. Did you ever wonder why sometimes media gets lost? Sorry. Part one. Part one. Why I think lost media is important. So important, in fact, that I busted open a notes app to write this up in advance. You know, it's bad when I'm thinking before I speak. I feel like lost media always gets solved. It's like one of like three or four things, right? So either one, someone actively searching for it just kind of finds the right person's contact information and they have the lost media and now everyone has it. Two, someone in possession of the lost media isn't aware that what they have in their possession is like being searched for. They hear about it from a YouTube video or something like that. It just kind of comes to them. Three, some other bullshit that makes a really good YouTube video essay topic. I don't know. Four, some combination of the above. Um, Obviously I like lost media. Komaida pose while I talk about lost media. Hajime, we have to hope that we're gonna find the lost media. Sorry. Obviously, I like lost media and think it's interesting to talk about. And also, like, talking about it can actively help something get found. It's like the opposite of an info hazard or whatever. Like, by talking about it, there's a chance that you can help the search. Like, that's neat. And you know what? Yeah, I'll yap. Why not? The lost media cases I think are interesting are always the ones like with lore, or the ones that have like some sort of like cultural impact. Margaret Hamilton Sesame Street. They should recreate that episode with Cynthia Erivo. They Mean My Friends, the Backyardigan plot. Amazing YouTube video essay story. That's a scenario three. Mr. Bones fucking wild ride of stories. It's just Janice Burgess had such a cultural impact with the Backyardigans. Anyways, I'm glad that it's something that people have access to now. It's cool to see the early phases of what would become such a crazy success. My favorite lost media ever is one that I've been desperately searching for like years. It just kind of dated. It's this old YouTube series and it's just vocal stems for the past like 20 fucking years and now we can't find the source of it. It kind of blows. My search has been meaningless. I tried DMing the creator on Twitter. I got desperate for that one. Anyway, part two, current lost media case. I'm only going to talk about one. So I really like some animation. Obviously, I indulge in some weeb shit. Roy del Espacio. It is the third animated Mexican film. So I love this case because it's the category of the one that makes just a really good YouTube video essay. So this movie's a fucking mess. So the full story is on the Lost Media Wiki. I'll put like the screenshots of like what I'm talking about and what I'm quoting around. So yeah, I'm trying my best. This movie is a train wreck. So the directors, Hector Lopez Carmona and Ulises Perez Aguirre, their childhood best friend who wanted to make an animated movie, and this is from Aguirre's daughter, right? To see what would happen. They just rotoscoped a bunch of old 1936 like live action movies. They hired one professional animator that hated it so much that he quit. They hired random girls from newspaper ads to do the rotoscoping. So Perez Aguirre's daughter, Andy, says that she and a bunch of her cousins were recruited as teenagers to paint the backgrounds and draw characters. Insane. This is the third Mexican animated feature film, and this is the 80s. So it was released on March 3rd. That's cute. Third month, third day. And it's the third movie. Guys, we gotta find this movie. So, anyways, it released in 12 theaters in Mexico City in 1983, which isn't bad. But 10 of those theaters pulled the movie after just 2 days. My favorite quote. So, there's a quote that someone who saw the movie who was another Mexican animator. And he said, "We were five people in the theater. But after a while, I was the only person there, and I was forced to stay because I work as an animator." That's insane. Telling any more of the story brings up an annoying new category of bullshit because this isn't exactly lost media, it's locked media. So the daughter has posted pictures of the negatives. So, like, we know it exists. It exists. Okay, so apparently Perez Aguirre's widow is the rights owner right now. And it's just like nobody could work out an agreement to digitize the movies. They need Saul Goodman to go talk to her. I guess. I literally do not understand why this movie is still locked media. I want to watch the Mexican space cartoon so bad. You guys have no idea. Someday this will happen for us. Isn't it crazy that something is historically significant, the third Mexican feature length animated film, is like completely inaccessible? Like, I love animation. I love this shit. I've never wanted to see a movie so bad. I found out about this, and that's why I'm doing this. But also, like, it's so weird and human. And like, I love that the third Mexicated? Mexican animated feature film in the 80s was like worked on by the director's daughter and the cousins. This is insane. I love this. I don't know why you watched this, bestie, but thank you for listening to me, App. And if you're able to get this Mexican space cartoon released, because this is the case where you found out it's lost media and conveniently have a copy, uh, please send it to me. Thanks. Okay, bye.